Remember Guru Maharaj one time he was explaining that when he was speaking with his father, that what are the daily activities of Maharaj. So then Maharaj told his father that see, daily we have morning this program, Arati, and then Guru Puja, we do Japa. Then daily morning there is a Bhagavatam class and I speak about the glories of Lord. Daily. Then his father was surprised. Daily you speak? So many years you are in this practice, you are practicing. So many years you are saying, you are giving speeches, and daily you are speaking about the Lord, glories, something you are saying, and then how it is possible that you can speak daily? So, because Lord is unlimited, his topics and the nectar is also unlimited. One can go on speaking. For normal, mundane person, it may look quite surprising. Because any topic you take in material field, you cannot go on discussing eternally. But here, our Krishna Katha, the topics related to Krishna, we can, what to speak about speaking one class per day. We can speak 24 hours a day. Remember that famous pastime which Srila Prabhupada always used to tell about Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj. Not some ordinary person, this great political leader, you can say, or a freedom fighter, Madan Mohan Malaviya. So this Madan Mohan Malaviya, he was a freedom fighter, he was a scholar, and moreover, he was a journalist also. So he was journalist. He was very much interested in publishing articles, newspaper. So he had his own daily Hindi newspaper, this Madan Mohan Malaviya, and a daily English newspaper. These two he had his own. And other than that, he used to do editorial work of some other newspapers, and he was some managerial position in another newspaper like that. He was in that field very much. So he came to Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj, and he was very much surprised, and he was asking, see, we are publishing so many newspapers per day, because we get so many news. But I am quite surprised that you are also publishing daily this Nadiya Prakash. How it is possible that something related to God, you are able to publish daily? It is quite surprising. Then Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj replied, no, this is not quite surprising, because what you are publishing in your newspaper, something related to this city. For example, they were discussing in Calcutta. So in Calcutta, whatever is happening, you are publishing in your newspaper. What is Calcutta? Calcutta is a small city in this huge India country. And what is India? It is one of the smallest country in the world. And what is this world? This is one of the smallest planet in the universe. And there are so many universes present in this material world, and this entire material world is just 1/4 of the creation. So if you are able to produce some newspaper, some news related to same city, and nearly 20-30 newspapers they daily publish. So just related to the small city, if you are able to produce so much news, then what to speak about the spiritual world, which is 3/4 of the creation. Actually, to say it is not 3/4 of the creation, it is unlimited. You cannot tell that spiritual world is only 3/4. Just to give comparison that the material world is very small compared to spiritual world, we say that is 3/4, this is 1/4. So material world is very small and spiritual world is unlimited. So then Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj says, what to do? Now we are publishing actually one day one newspaper, but actually we can produce even every minute one newspaper. We have so much information to discuss about, but unfortunately we don't have the customers. And Prabhupada in many places when he mentions this, he tells even every second we can produce. So there are unlimited Krishna Katha is there. Why this much is given, why this much is spoken? We saw a few verses back, in 4th verse we saw. What is it? Bhavaushada Chotra Manobirama. Parikshit Maharaj is saying. Parikshit Maharaj is hearing, he is taking the medicine. So Parikshit Maharaj is saying, this is the best medicine. And this medicine is not bitter also. Manobirama, it is very pleasant to the heart. So therefore, this is the only medicine for conditioned souls, those who are suffering here. No other medicine can work. No other vaccination will work. Kulashekara Alvar also in his Mukundamala Stotra, he does the same thing. Idam Shariram Parinama Peshanam. Idam Shariram, this body. Parinama, easily we can understand the word, transforms. Peshanam means beauty. This body, always the beauty is transforming, it's getting destroyed. Idam Shariram Parinama Peshanam Patatyavashyam Shatasandhi Jarjaram. He says Shatasandhi. Shatasandhi means 100 joints. There are hundreds of joints in this body. When you get old age, everything becomes stiffened. Everything becomes weak. One day it's going to collapse. Patanti. You are going to fall down. You are going to die. Kim Aushadim Prichati Moda Durmate. Which medicine is there for you, fool? You are running behind for so many other solutions. He is saying, Niramayam Krishna Rasayanam Piba. Krishna Rasayanam, that is the only medicine. Topics about Krishna, topics related with Krishna, that is the only. Actually, the word Niramayam. Niramayam means vaccination. Nowadays, we know this word very commonly. COVID, when came, Covaxin. What is it? Another? Covishield. So Kulashekara Alvar is saying Covishield, Covaxin, nothing will work. Only vaccination which will work is Krishna Rasayanam. So how to? He is saying Krishna Rasayanam Piba, you drink. So what to do? Put all the Bhagavatam paper, tear it off, put it in the mixie, make a juice and then drink? No. By years. Last few days back also we were hearing. When we hear this Krishna Katha topics, so through the oral reception, through the sound form, Krishna enters in the heart, enters through the ears, and then he gets seated in the heart. And in one verse we saw he personally cleans the heart. In Bhagavad Gita we see that Krishna says, Suhritam Sarva Bhutana. I am your dearest friend. So, for example, when we are cleaning your house, you are coming to your house after a long time. So much dust is there. You are cleaning your house. And if some neighbor comes, they will come, they will see you and then they will tell, okay, you are cleaning your house, nice, okay, they will speak and go away. But your close friend comes, then what he will do? He will tell, oh, you are cleaning your house, let me also help you. Come, we both will do together. So, Krishna is saying like that. I am your close friend. So, personally, in that verse we saw, personally it says that through the oral reception, just you simply hear, then automatically the cleansing happens. So, therefore we see here, continuously he goes on posting questions and then Shukadeva Goswami is replying. But now here one may think, everywhere it is said, now even Kulashekara Alvar, what he said, Krishna Rasayanam. Here about the glories and topics of Krishna. And in that 4th verse of the same chapter also we saw, there Parikshit Maharaj is saying, hearing about the topics of Krishna, hearing about the activities of Krishna, that is the medicine. But today's verse we are seeing, the question is posted by Parikshit Maharaj, not directly related to Krishna, but related to some other person. Means Balaram, Sankarshana. And question is related to Rohini, Devaki. And hereafter we will see some questions are posted even related to Kamsa. So now then, what about these things? These questions will not benefit one or what? So that we all know, we hear from Rupa Goswami, Nirbandhe Krishna Sambandhe Yukta Vairagim Uchate. So whatever is in connection with Krishna, that is all Krishna Katha, that is all Krishna consciousness. If something has to do something with Krishna, in relationship with Krishna, then that also has the same effect as hearing direct activities of Krishna. So here his question is about Sankarshana. Just after a few minutes we will try to see something about that term, Sankarshana, Balaram, and from the womb of Rohini to from the womb of Devaki, he was shifted to womb of Rohini. So why this all happened? So such questions here Parikshit Maharaj is posting. Now we know Balaram, he is the first expansion of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. And here is another very interesting thing, that we know Krishna takes unlimited number of incarnations. Krishna expands into unlimited number of incarnations. Bhagavatam says Avatara hi asankeya hare sattva nider dhvaja yada vidasinah pulya sarasasyu sahasrashah. Sarasasyu. Sarasa means like the flowing water. In flowing water, how hundreds and thousands of waves come. Similarly, Krishna has unlimited number of expansions, incarnations. Generally, people think, Dashavatar, Krishna has 10 incarnations. Krishna came as this 8th incarnation. How he is the Supreme Lord? Like that, they pose so many questions. But Krishna is called Avatari. And from him, hundreds and thousands of incarnations, they come. The expansions, they come. So, there is something interesting with the expansion of Balaram. Now we know Krishna takes all these incarnations for to fulfill some particular purposes. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yada yada hi dharmasya, whenever some religious principle has to be established, Krishna appears, and then when some devotees has to be protected, when demons has to be killed, Krishna takes different incarnation, he comes, he says, right? So we see that when Mother Earth was in trouble, when Hiranyaksha, he dislocated earth from the orbit and then put inside the Garbha ocean, then to save the Mother Earth, Krishna appeared as Varaha. So Krishna came as Varaha, he just lifted the earth and then placed it same in the same orbit, placed it back in the same orbit. He fought with Hiranyaksha and killed him. When this news went to the elder brother of Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu got severe anger, and then he started doing so much mess. Again, to establish religious principles, Lord came as Narsimhadev. So Lord came as Narsimhadev, and then he finished off Hiranyakashipu. Like that, whenever there is some need, Lord comes, Lord incarnation comes. And if we detailedly see, then when like this some need is there, only one incarnation of Lord comes. That itself is enough to solve the situation. Like, Hiranyaksha was really a powerful person. What he did, nobody else could do. But just to counteract that, Lord came as Varaha. When Varaha incarnation came, no other incarnations appeared to help. Same thing with Hiranyakashipu. To kill Hiranyakashipu, to protect others, Lord came as Narsimhadev. And he didn't use his entire energy, he just used his fingernails to finish Narsimhadev, to finish Hiranyakashipu. And Lord didn't need anyone's help, correct? But we see with Balaram, when Balaram incarnates, whenever Krishna incarnates, at that time this incarnation comes. So it's little quite maybe kind of surprising, right? Every incarnation they come for some different times. That one incarnation come, no other incarnation need to assist or do something there. But here we see when Krishna, the Avatari, is there. Krishna is Prabhupada many places says that he is the powerhouse. And all other avatars, they take little power from him. Whatever is needed, they exhibit that. And Krishna is the source of the powerhouse, is Avatari. So when he comes, he does not for sure need anyone's help. But still we see Balaram appears there during this incarnation. And then we come to hear about Balaram also. So what is special, why he is appearing especially in Krishna Leelas? We know that Balaram's service or Balaram's mood is to assist Krishna in his pastimes. For this purpose, to please Krishna, the name itself, Balarama, Rama. The Rama, the word itself shows the meaning of the Rama is to please. So Balaram's only motive is to please Krishna. So throughout the pastimes of Krishna, he is helping Krishna in assisting Krishna in various ways. So this term Balarama, actually here we see one name Sankarshna is given, then Balarama is mentioned. When Krishna and Balaram they appeared, we know their Kula Guru Gargamuni came and gave names, name giving ceremony. So during that time, Gargamuni gave 3 names for Balaram. And if those who have read Srimad Bhagavatam or Krishna book, we can see even before Gargamuni, when Krishna was ordering Yogamaya that you transfer Balaram from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini, which we have seen in this verse, at that time itself, Krishna, he tells to Yogamaya the same three names: Rama, Sankarshana and Baladeva. He tells these three names for Balaram, and then when Gargamuni comes, at the time also he gives the same three names. So the first word, for the first name given is Rama. Rama means we saw, to please, to give pleasure. So that is what Balaram does. To always, his only motive, his only thinking is to give pleasure to Krishna. Therefore, when this question comes that, like now we were discussing, when Krishna is there, what is the need of Balaram to come? Even in Krishna Lila, we see sometimes one form of Krishna is not sufficient for Krishna. Even that same form, he is expanding to fulfill some things, to do some activities. For like when these two devotees of Krishna, that one Brahmana devotee and then one king, when they invited Krishna for feast, Bahulashva and Shrutadeva, they both are inviting Krishna for the feast, and Krishna is agreeing their proposal. And they are both are inviting on same day and same time. We see sometimes it happens with Prabhupada also it happened. Some devotees in the memories they narrate. Sometimes they come and then they ask Prabhupada, can you visit during this time? Can you give meeting for this particular time? Prabhupada says yes. And to another person also comes and asks, Prabhupada gives for the same time, same meeting, yes. And then finally they go to one place. But it is not the case with Krishna. What Krishna did? He expanded into two forms and he went to both of their place at the same time and he honors prasadam at both the places. Not only he, whoever associates were there with him, everybody he expanded into two forms. So when two forms were needed of the same rupa, Krishna expands. When there was need for even little more, when he was marrying Satya, there were 7 bulls. So immediately Krishna what he did? He expanded into 7. Same form. There was no any difference. When he had to perform Rasa Leela, he expanded into how many gopis were there? That many forms. So Krishna expanding in his same form, it is called Prabhava Prakash. We see in that chart, Gokul Prabhu very nicely explained. So Prabhava Prakash, Krishna expanding in his Leela in same form, same mood, everything. And that same Krishna, when he expands in little different emotion, that is called Vaibhava Prakash, and that is Balaram. So Balaram is the first expansion of the Lord, but the only difference is in as the description goes, emotional. In emotion, he is different from the Lord. Otherwise, Krishna has 64 qualities, Balaram has 64 qualities. So everything he is same. Only difference is that emotion. What is that emotion? That mood. Prabhupada, in many places we can see, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead and Balaram is Supreme Personality of Sarvaival Godhead. So his mood is to serve Krishna. His mood is to always please Krishna, render services. So I should always do that, I should always please Krishna. So as practicing devotees, we try to please Krishna in different ways. And from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and other books, we come to know that a sadhaka devotee or a devotee, he performs his devotional service in 5 rasas. Shanta rasa, Dasya rasa, Sakya rasa, Vatsalya rasa, Madhurya rasa. Santa means in neutrality and Dasya in servitor mode as a servant. Then Sakya as a friend and Vatsalya as a parent and Madhurya as a lover. So every devotee has his own nature and then in particular rasa he is rendering service to Krishna and then trying to please Krishna in that way. From scriptures we learn Balaram is serving Krishna, is trying to please Krishna with all these 5 rasas. In all these 5 rasas, Balaram is always serving Krishna. First we see about Shanta rasa. Shantarasa means in neutrality. Like Balaram is assisting Krishna as a flute. When Krishna wants to call someone, then Balaram immediately becomes flute. Through that flute, Balaram is serving Krishna. When Krishna wants to take nice bath, Balaram becomes a flowing river. When Krishna wants some nice shade, Balaram becomes a tree. So in every way, whatever jewels Krishna is wearing, that is expansion of Balaram. We know that gopis, they go and complain to Yashodama that see, your Krishna is always coming to our house and he is stealing butter, he is breaking pots. So therefore we keep pots in some dark room hanging on top. But still when he comes, from his jewels, so much light is emanating, and because of that light he is able to figure out where the pots are hanging and he is breaking the pots. So even if they want to hide something from Krishna, then Balaram through jewels, he is serving Krishna, he is assisting Krishna in his pastimes. In so many ways like that, when Krishna wants to lay down, he becomes mad. When Krishna wants to go from one place to another place, Balaram is the Dham. We know Krishna when he started walking, but from that time itself immediately so many calves were given to him. Krishna was a cowherd boy. He was playing with cows and calves, not with mobile phones and laptops. So he used to take calves from his house, which is in Nandagram, to Govardhan for grazing. He used to take calves from Nandagram to Govardhan, which is approximately around 35 kilometers. So Krishna is taking all the calves. So once all the calves reach Govardhan and eating so much of grass, surely they will feel thirsty. Now in Govardhan you don't find any waterfalls or rivers. So Krishna need to take them to Yamuna. So he comes from Govardhan to Yamuna, which is nearly again 20 kilometers. 20 kilometers you take. So again after drinking water from Yamuna, when they have to return back, they go to Govardhan, and from Govardhan he returns back to Nandagram. So 35 plus 20, 55 up, and same thing return 55 back, which is nearly 100 to 110 kilometers walking for a small boy, Krishna. And it is not one day or once in a month, daily activity. We know one time doing Govardhan Parikram, how much a pain is there, how many hours we take to do the 20 kilometers. Krishna is doing 100 kilometers daily. So Acharya has explained how it is possible. Because Balaram is the Dham, and Dham is compared to lotus. So whenever Krishna wants to go from one place to another place, then the lotus shrinks. So Krishna easily from this place jumps, immediately he crosses 35 kilometers. Unless if Krishna wants to take some other route, go around, he wants to do all the parikram and then give blessings to everyone, so he takes that big route. So Balaram always serves Krishna in these ways in Shantarasa. Dasya Rasa, we see, after all the playing, Krishna says, my legs are paining. Immediately Balaram brings some water, massages lotus feet of Krishna, always taking care of Krishna. And Sakya Rasa, Dasya Rasa means, Prabhupada many places mentions, Dasya means as a servant. Servant means when the master asks something, then you do. But in Sakya it is not like that. You know already what my friend will need. So in many places we see Balaram knows what Krishna will need, and he pre-arranges everything for Krishna, so that the pastimes can go on very smoothly and very sweetly. And Vatsalya Rasa, when cowherd boys complained to Yashodama that Krishna ate mud, they were for playing with Krishna, for pinching him, they complained. But Acharya has explained, Balaram also went and complained Yashodama, but the mood was completely different. The mood was really, he was concerned about Krishna. What will happen if he eats this mud? What will happen to his health? He was really concerned. He was always thinking about we should nicely decorate Krishna. Every time he is getting muddy, every time he is getting dirty. So he was always in that Vatsalya Bhava also. And Madhurya Bhava we know as Ananga Manjari. He is always with Lord. Radha Gopinath. Daily, if we take darshan, there we can see Ananga Manjari standing next to the Lord, sister of Srimati Radharani. So in all rasas, throughout the pastime, Balaram is always there serving to give pleasure to the Lord. So therefore, one of the name of his is Rama. Not only in pastimes, even in any other than the pastime, what Lord does this creation activities. Vidal Aikshata, Lord just by glancing, He created, and Brahma did the secondary creation. Normally we tell this. But in between this first creation and secondary creation of Brahma, there are so many other processes, which three Vishnus does. Mahavishnu, Karmadavasai Vishnu, Garbhodavasai Vishnu, and Kshirodakasai Vishnu. They do so many things. Mahavishnu inhales and exhales. When he exhales, so many universes come. And within that universe, Garbhodakasai Vishnu fills the entire universe half by his sweat. Then from Garbhodakasai Vishnu, Brahma comes. Then Brahma does the secondary creation. So before this, all this Mahavishnu doing the creation or Garbhodakasai doing this creation, all these Vishnus are none other than expansions of Balaram. Balaram expands in 5 ways, it is explained. One is Sankarshana, we know in this quadruple form. Sankarshana, Aniruddha, Pradyumna and Vasudeva. So as primary Sankarshana, Balaram expands. And then Mahavishnu, Garbhodakasai Vishnu, Kshirodakasai Vishnu and Shesha as the bed of Lord. When Arjuna and Krishna, they went to see Mahavishnu, at the time in Bhagavatam we see the description of the bed of Krishna is given. Krishna is laying down on the bed, which is a snake. White, very white and soft bed. Normally, when we touch a snake, it's heavy, it's hard, we feel afraid. And there is very soft. Even in this material world, when we want to sleep, there are so many varieties of bed. How many bed producing companies are there? They advertise. Very nice cushion. Even after 8 hours of sleep, it still stays same. So many beds, after you wake up, you can see there will be a deep impression. So Krishna's bed is not like that. As Shesha, Balaram is always thinking about pleasing the Supreme Lord. So therefore he is called Rama. And this term Sankarshana, that is the second name given by Krishna or even Gargabhuni, mentioned here, Sankarshana. So the word Sankarshana means Akarshana, pulling. So because there are few reasons why this Sankarshana name is there. One reason is because pulled, or this Akarshana happened from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Mother Rohini. Therefore he is called Sankarshana. We know Vasudeva had 16 wives. Out of them, one wife is Devaki, one wife is Rohini. So from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini, he was shifted. So therefore he is called Sankarshana. And another reason is Balaram, he united the family of Nanda Maharaj and the family of Vasudeva. So therefore also he is called as Sankarshana. Because he went from this womb to that womb, and then Rohini was staying in the family of Nanda Maharaj. So this happened. So now here we will not discuss much. When Shukadeva Goswami explains, we will see why this transferring happened, everything. But just one small nice interesting thing we'll see. Here the question is there, why Balaram was transferred from the womb of Devaki to womb of Rohini. Why this happened? So Srila Vallabhacharya, he gives very nice commentary on this. Vallabhacharya says, we know what happened before the appearance of Balaram. There were 6 children born to Devaki, and Kamsa came, and then he takes every child and kills them. Because after hearing that Asariri, that sound from the sky, he thought any child can be Vishnu. He thought 8th child will be Vishnu. Narada Muni comes in the middle. He makes the pastime more faster. Then from that time, Kamsa is killing each and every child. So Vallabhacharya is saying why Balaram was shifted from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini. Because if Balaram had appeared from the womb of Devaki, what would have happened? Kamsa will come there. He will take the child, who is Balaram, and Kamsa will be Kamsa will want to kill the child, Balaram. Then what will happen? Is it possible for Kamsa to kill Balaram? No. Rather, in return, Balaram will kill Kamsa on the spot. So, Vallabhacharya is saying, so Krishna told Balaram that, see, I want to perform some pastimes with my devotees. I want to assemble all the demons, like Bakasura, Akasura, whatever happened. I want to assemble all the demons in one place. Then I want to kill Kamsa. So, you don't finish off my pastime in 1 second. So, therefore, you go take birth there in the womb of Rohini, and then you prepare everything for me. So, once I come, then we both will do together all the pastimes. So, Vallabhacharya very nicely gives this commentary why it happened. And we know other reasons also, that 6 sons of Kalanemi, they born a 6 children, and then before Krishna's appearance, Balaram is making everything ready for Krishna's appearance. Like this, so many other things are there. So therefore, so he was Akarshana. From this womb to that womb he went. So therefore his name is Sankarshana. And third name, it's Baladeva. He's the strongest. From him we get Bala. Both, even it could be material Bala also, but when we say Bala means spiritual strength, we get from Balaram. Therefore we always pray to him, please give us in spiritual life strength to fight against Maya, which is very difficult. So we are always asking him the blessings. And Acharya has also explained that these 3 names, Rama and Sankarshana and Baladev, we saw all these 3 things, how they are related with the pastimes of Krishna. But all these 3 names are related with our devotional service also, directly. How? The first name Rama means bliss. So the bliss what we derive from performing devotional service is that bliss given by Balaram. He is providing that bliss, that Ananda. Then second is Sankarshana, Akarshana. So Balaram is pulling us from this conditioned material world towards Krishna. He is taking us. And third is Baladeva, with strength. We know Balaram always has his plow. With plow, so many things. And then he wanted to drag the Hastinapura when it was needed. And Yamuna, he wanted to drag Yamuna. We see Jayadeva Goswami's song. How that goes? Yamuna, Halahati Bihita. Halahati Bihita. Halahati Bihiti Milita Yamuna. He made Yamuna afraid. He was about to drag her. And with same blow he dragged Revati, who was his consort, because she was too tall. He pulled her down. So with his plow he showed his extraordinary powers. So Acharyas, they tell, same thing he does in our devotional life also. This plow is used for plowing hard fields. So similarly our heart is so hard. It's like stone. Srimad Bhagavatam says, Tadasma Saram Hridayam Batedam Yadgrihyamanir Harinamadhye. That we were seeing Saram. It's steel framed, like stone hearted. Bhagavatam says, how it is possible after hearing Krishna Katha or after chanting the holy name, if one is not able to cry, then how it is possible for such a person to still be there? So therefore, Balaram, what he does, he is plowing that hard field, he is making it soft, so that the seed of devotional service can be planted there, and then it will sprout, and then it will grow. More we properly water, then from, as we read in Chaitanya Charitamrita, the creeper grows, it pierces through the layers of material world, goes to the spiritual world, and then reaches to the lotus feet of Krishna. And then we can, at that time, we will also be having the same mood like what Balaram has always. That only goal is to please Krishna, please the senses of Krishna. Sometimes devotees may misunderstand or they get confused that you are saying Balaram is always trying to please Krishna, but we see Balaram also separately dances with gopis. He has a separate part of a separate group of gopis, and he does separate Rasa Leelas with his gopis. So sometimes the devotees themselves, they get confused. How it is possible? Balaram drinks Varuni. Why he does that? If he always wants to please Krishna, then what are these activities are all about? Because Krishna is pleased when Balaram does Rasa Leela with that group of gopis, therefore Balaram does. Because Krishna is pleased when Balaram drinks Varuni, therefore Balaram does. If something is not pleasing Krishna, Balaram will not do that. Balaram liked Duryodhana very much. But when Duryodhana offended Krishna, from Bhagavatam we see when Duryodhana holded Samba, and then they kept him and then he was criticizing like anything. Then Balaram came for peace negotiation. And when nothing worked, then immediately what Balaram did, that time he wanted to drag Hastinapur. Then they surrendered. Because they were criticizing Krishna. So at that time, still he is not going to be in that same material relationship. Oh, I like Duryodhana very much. No. If you are against Krishna, I don't want you. If you are with Krishna, then I want you. That we see with Arjuna. When Balaram came to know that Arjuna, for the 4 Chaturmasya months, he dressed himself like a sannyasi, and then finally when he took Subhadra, Balaram was so angry. He wanted to kill Arjuna, that this fellow cheated me. 4 months he was cheating me. Then finally Krishna comes in between and then tells, see, they both like each other. I also like this proposal. So therefore I told. Then Balaram immediately gets good. Okay, Krishna, if you want, then okay. So that is Balaram's whole intention, whole idea, always wants to please Krishna. So if we also pray and then surrender to Balaram, then we will also one day can develop the same bhava of serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So therefore here we see Shukadeva Parikshit Maharaj is asking about Balaram. Please tell about him, what are his activities, so that we will get inspired and then we will also attain at least a fraction. Balaram as Ananta Deva with his unlimited mouth, he is glorifying Lord. Still he is not able to even finish a fraction of the glories of the Lord. So same thing. We can also pray to Balaram that we may also continuously speak about the glories of Krishna. We may also continuously hear about the glories of Krishna. And we may never get satisfied. Means we may never get satiated. Okay, this is enough. But still we have to stop. It is 8:45. So we'll be satisfied with whatever discussed now. Hare Krishna. Any comments, questions, corrections?
So we always say that Narada Muni wanted to speed up the pastime. We say that, but I still can't understand that how did he actually speed up?
Okay.
Because one side he said, okay, that Vishnu is coming, and other relatives are taking birth, and if you see from the killing, anyway, if the child was killed or they were born, it does not matter. A child will come anyway. So how did he actually speed up?
Yeah, question you didn't hear. So the question was, now several times we hear that Narada Muni came and then speed up the process of Krishna's appearance. Krishna is supposed to appear as the 8th child, so he speed up the process we hear. And devotees, they narrate this that in Krishna book, if we see, or in Bhagavatam also, I think we don't get the direct description of how Narada Muni speeded up, means what Narada Muni did. But I think Badrinarayan Maharaj, in his memories, I'm not sure, maybe Badrinarayan Maharaj or some other Prabhupada disciple, they tell that Badrinarayan Maharaj is correct. So he tells that what Narada Muni actually did when Vasudeva came and gave the first child. Kamsa was so happy, so he said, oh, you are true to your words, and the sound from the sky said, 8th child will kill me, so no problem, you take this first child and you go back. So when he took back, Vasudeva know that I cannot trust the word of Kamsa. Chanakya, he says, that never trust a politician or never trust a woman. So because their words can change at any time. So when he is going, similarly Narada Muni appears on the scene and then he tells the full story to Kamsa, that how he was Kalanemi in his previous life, how Vishnu killed him. Now also Vishnu arranged all the demigods to take birth in other families. And this 8th child, as mentioned from the Omen sound, this 8th child, you are thinking it will come in the order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But you don't know that Vishnu is too smart. He can count even in reverse also. The 8th child, he will tell us 1. And from the reverse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or from the middle also he can tell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So any child could be that 8th child. So immediately Kamsa gets the child and then kills. So just I wanted to narrate this because this is not mentioned there. But now how did the process speed up? I don't know. Maybe because every child is getting killed, Vasudeva and Devaki, they begot the next child. At least next child Kamsa may live, so we may have our child. If the child is not killed, if they have the child, they may plan to get the second child after 3 years, 4 years, like how Grihasthas they plan. Okay, one child is there, second child we can get after 3 years. When there are no children, then they will think, okay, immediately we need. Sorry, maybe could be that. So he is continuously killing, so then therefore speeding up the process. Just another one idea, one information or one thing came to my mind. One person was asking me that, see, Kamsa was intelligent. Kamsa knows that 8th child will kill him. So he arrested Devaki and Vasudeva and put them in jail. So why Kamsa didn't put Devaki in separate jail and Vasudeva in separate jail, so that they will not have even one child? What to speak about the 8th child which will kill him? Sir, what to do? Kamsa was not so intelligent like you. We can get one idea from Krishna book, from the Bhagavatam itself, that when 8th child was in the womb, when Krishna was in the womb, at that time description says that Devaki was so effulgent, so bright. So when Kamsa came there, he saw and immediately he understood that Vishnu is there in her womb. Then immediately he thought, maybe shall I kill now? If he kills, he knows Vishnu is there. Shall I kill now? Then immediately he is thinking, no. How I will be able to kill Vishnu? If I kill him now, two things could happen. One, he will get more angry and then he will come in some other form and then immediately finish me off. Or another thing, Lord's plan, nobody can change. It's already planned, it's already decided. So that person who posted that question, sir, see, Kamsa, the most demoniac person, at least he had this much of understanding that Lord's plan cannot be changed. So just came to my mind. This question was, actually it was kind of interesting question, that why Kamsa didn't put Devaki separately and Vasudeva separately, so that there will be no child, no appearance of Krishna. Oh, you raised hand.
Relating, saying that Asariri tells that 18 years. So why it has to be told before? Because one of the Asariri mentioned that if he is not told, then he will be treating Devaki so nicely. If he is a devotee, so then he will get the good. He will get the benefit of, treating the devotee nicely.
Where did you mention? I never heard. Anywhere. So then he will get the food and he will be considered one of the, treating a devotee nicely. So to cut that also. So Prabhu is mentioning that somewhere it is said why this Asariri was spoken even before appearance of Krishna. Because of that, after hearing that Asariri, from that time Kamsa was treating Devaki means badly. He did not treat very nicely. So had he treated her very nicely, then that would be like serving a devotee, serving a Vaishnava, so he would have acquired some piety or devotional merit. So therefore this came. So I don't know from where it is, if anybody knows from where. But I am saying this, we don't know from where this source is. Any other comments?
Just one thing, remember Balaram, because he is always serving, is called Adiguru.
Adiguru.
Always remember.
He shows us Adiguru, that's what in all rasas he is showing how to serve Krishna, how to always meditate upon serving Krishna and then trying to please Krishna. So Balaram, and surprisingly not only he comes in Krishna Leela, we see in Ramayana also. Lakshmana, who is Lakshmana? He is expansion of Balaram. In Ramayana, if you see, when Rama was told to go to forest, and Sita Devi said she will also accompany him. Then Lord Ram said no, he initially tried to protest, means try to avoid. But when Lakshmana said, I want to come, Lord Rama didn't tell anyone, because Rama knows Lakshmana cannot be separated from him. And when he went to forest also, we know all 14 years, even without sleep, he was protecting Rama. He prayed to Nidra Devi. please, 14 years I don't want to sleep. So we also can pray to Nidra Devi during chanting, during hearing, during reading. So that time, please stay a little bit away from us. So we could pray. Hare Krishna. Balram, we see Balram is always present in Krishna Leelas, assisting all the Leelas, but in few exceptions we see Balram is not present. Just like Mataji is saying about Kurukshetra war, Balram was not present. Because even Krishna was not fighting there, and Krishna's presence was enough. So Balram thought, okay, for me, no need to be there. So Balram went for pilgrimage, he went, and then he came back. And few other Leelas also we see. In Brahma Vimohana Leela, Balaram was not there. We know Balaram from the beginning knows all the activities of Krishna. He knows Krishna, the Supreme Person also. Because when Kaliya Leela, when Krishna was in the coil of Kaliya, and after that when Krishna fell down, fainted, everybody was crying, shouting, lamenting. Balaram was smiling, it is mentioned. Because Balaram knows this is Krishna, nothing will happen to him. So Balaram knows all the pastimes, but in this particular Leela, Brahma Vimohana Leela, which happened on Balaram's birthday, Balaram Purnima. So it's explained Balaram was, mother was decorating him nicely at home, feeding him with sweets. During that time, Krishna and other Gopas, they went, and then that day, Brahma Vimohana Leela happens. And for next 1 year, Balaram couldn't find what is going on. Then just before that, 7 days before 1 year completion, he is asking Krishna, something is going on. I can see. All the mothers, they are very much affectionate to their boys. Previously also they are same boys, but now they are grown up, but still they are so much affectionate. And not only mothers, these cows has several groups of calves. Some little elderly calves, smaller calves. Generally to the smaller calves they will be more attached. But here Balaram is seeing cows are not attached to the smaller calves. They are attached to some little middle-aged calves. So something is going on. What is it? And Krishna narrates the entire story. Balaram, you were that day at home. So these all happened. And Kaliya Nartana Leela also, I think that also happened on Balaram's birthday. So therefore it is mentioned that Balaram was not there that time. So otherwise Balaram is mostly present in other places, all the pastimes whenever it's needed. Sometimes demons, they think Krishna is too powerful, let me fight with Balaram. That's what Pralambasura thought. Krishna is too powerful, he killed so many demons before. So let me separately take Balaram and kill him. So Balaram takes separately and then finishes him. So Balaram is source of all Bala. And I will finish with this. I just know this, one time devotees, they asked Prabhupada, Balaram, he is the source, Lord of all Bala. So is Balaram very powerful, or Krishna, who is Supreme Personality of Godhead? He is supremely powerful. Who is powerful? So devotees were thinking, then finally the answer was Krishna is more powerful than Balaram. Why? Because in one photo we can see, for our Krishna Janmashtami also we had a few years back, Krishna and Balaram, they will be walking in a forest and they will be standing, and Balaram will be putting his right arm on the shoulder of Krishna. So Prabhupada will be telling, see, Balaram is the source of all power, Bala, and that Balaram is resting on the shoulder of Krishna. So if Krishna is able to hold that much power, that means Krishna must be the powerful person. So they both intimately play like that.
The Prabhupada says Vrindavan.
Yeah, exactly.
Balaram deities, he particularly.
Yeah. So therefore Prabhupada said, in our Vrindavan Krishna Balaram temple, we will have our deity in that form, in that darshan. And the same Vrindavan deity Prabhupada mentions about, I think this is in Nectar of Devotion, regarding Radha Shyamasundar deities. So there, Radharani, we can see this particular posture of one hand raised up, one hand down. So normally we know Radharani, best quality is her cooking. Because once one preparation she makes, that same preparation she never makes. Because unlimited number of preparations she knows, she goes on cooking. So there, this is in Nectar of Devotion or Narada Bhakti Sutra, I'm not just, in this one of the book, it is Prabhupada explains there that actually higher than the quality of cooking is her quality of dancing. by which she pleases Krishna always. Eternally she is dancing. So therefore in our Vrindavan, this deity, this particular posture we will have where it is showing her dancing. Prabhupada mentions that, Prabhupada says that. So in Vrindavan, Krishna Balaram temple, these two deities, both are showing some special aspect of lordships. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki.